First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And this offense continues to pour it on. Michigan State coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And because of the penalty, this is going to be unreturnable, and they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, Ellington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because
now White lost the football. It's going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? Hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stand or center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him stand with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is Ellington. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra. Point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Ellington. And here's another tackle at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's White. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Shreds the tackle. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Boy, another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the second quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes, and you think about this, guys, we said rotated in and out of the lineup also.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Yeah, this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So this will be
Have you ever seen Kikashi's face? And do you not know what he looks like? I do. Did you get it from your dog? Dead ass. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know if I remember. Someone won't surf. This the desert, right? I think not. That's a rush from Modern Warfare. Fuck with me. My bitch ever looks at me and goes, that's just a desert with a bunch of bullshit. Fuck you, no it ain't. Start crying in front of the bitch. Why you crying? You don't understand. It's gonna make a sandwich. Sorry, it's alright. Make a sandwich. Hello? Oh. Is it sad that I thought somebody just joined up on us? Anybody in the bathroom? You pooping?
Why are you on my patient? Where did Landon go? Where's my phone?
Fuck off.
Scrawny bod, anything kind of yawny bod, jelly bod, or something smelly bod. Freddy's has more curves and outstanding skin protection, so no matter what kind of little bod you got, I got you, baby.
Wonderful. We do business differently from the other guys. It's always sunny. And they get some new photos in there. If you watch him run this, I'll let you take on.
You said reading?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Maybe you need a video.
I'll probably use it in my hands, I'm not gonna lie.
So you're trying to do the challenge? You're
Yes.
trying to get it within an hour?
Yeah, 535 people have lost. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. And
There's
9.
everything in there. It all depends on how much you can eat. But absolutely everything in the kitchen. And it's
Yeah.
the turkey bacon, the corned beef hash,
Everything.
everything.
I like coffee.
Everything. Well, there's a lot more than that.
Thank you. Right, I'm gonna have to hurry up because you're supposed to get an hour, but they close in like 40 minutes.
Can't do both.
Thank you. I said, yeah, I'll take both. Thank you. It's called the King Kong Challenge, right? It's 15 egg on the with loads of stuff in it. If you finish it inside 1 hour, I don't have quite that long because I got it like you get the meal free and cup, right? Yeah? Yeah, I'm ready. We good? Yeah, alright. Let's smell heat out. It's pretty yummy. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I know you're thinking, why didn't you just let it cool, man? Well, because I ran much later than I intended to. Get close.
Still more on it. Eat for now. Outside in.
What was I going to say about the second son of madness? Good advice, though. Don't give up the goodies in the middle and opportunities to go down. 1 hour you get to finish this one, and only 9 people accomplished it in a staggering 544 attempts.
It's good, yeah. Broccoli is an interesting breakfast ingredient. Healthy, I guess.
Nobody eats broccoli for breakfast. Come on now. Although, essentially, half the stuff in it, there's all kinds of fillings. Chicken, spicy sausage, peppers. Not to mention the hot fries and the toast, of course.
You were wrong when you said there was one of everything in this.
What do you mean by this chili, this chili, this onion, broccoli, spinach? But you're doing great. You know, you gotta eat all this stuff too.
Yeah. I was trying to get through the hot stuff first, right? I probably should start with the toast because that won't be quite as piping hot.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Why are you trying to burn your mouth?
I'm trying to get it done so you could go home, right? I'll help you out. I'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have a seat to spare. Well, mate, Randy's still top dog here, actually. The time of just over 22 minutes.
It's pretty spicy too. Some more toast.
Yeah, there's still plenty of that left on your plate, old chum. I find it quite difficult to do a commentary without driving on onto this backing track. It's got old school, less than Jake vibes.
Thank you. Can I just get do you have like Diet Coke? Yeah, can I get Diet Pepsi? That'd be amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lifesaver. Thank you. Let's head up back there. Let the screaming viewers. It's bigger than it looks. Omelette sandwich. That thing. I think I might just invent something. There are bits of language from other words.
I get you. For me too.
Not quite, not quite. Still plenty left though. Not like a pretty deep breath just then. If you do manage to sink it in under an hour, you get the $40 bill free, picture of my Wall of Fame, a big posh free shirt no less. And it used to be just a t-shirt, but now you can choose a mug if you prefer.
I'm starting to see why some people lost. Because this is actually quite a lot harder than it appears on the picture. Just calling it a 15 egg omelette is a little bit misleading.
Yeah, a little. The eggs are not really the problem here. Still, it's a fun one. Tastes down anyway. It's not a lot of fun too. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you the next one.
This probably looks a bit strange. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. That's probably my fault. Just about, yeah. That's bigger than it looks. I didn't realize it would be quite that fully loaded, right? But it was delicious. True. So they offer you a t-shirt for a month now. Mug. Looks a little bit more interesting with the logo t-shirts. My real name is Adam. 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 A-D-A-N. Like the food's delicious.
Wealthfront offers a cash account that has one of the highest interest rates on the market.
I set my money to Wealthfront. I know that it's being taken care of, knowing that it is gaining interest, just sitting there. So anyway, they're doing all sorts of stuff at 10 sheets of drywall. So many things. They're going to do a lot of damage. Laundry system. Fire off first. What do you got? Use it. He who smashes the most number of layers will win. You get a point for every sheet you smash.
As it moves the offense backwards. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. And because of the penalty, this is going to be unreturnable, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And
now White lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The quarterback is sacked.
He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to...
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
It certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. It's a short kick taken out. Now a hit and a loose football. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's Ellington. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower the center of gravity and churn his legs for a really...
Now White lost the football, but fortunately another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, White. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Michigan State coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring carrying the football out to the 25. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, White. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, White. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, White. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 2 ticks left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
73. Gators 3.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, 59 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Michigan State coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Now White with a 1st down throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43.
The 1st down pass.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Operating from the gun. White over the middle to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now White lost the football.
Quarterback sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
White now on third down. They go screen play with Jennings. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. DeMarcus Jennings. 48 yards. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A big play there. 73 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First and 10, Florida. Jennings. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big connection on that one. 42 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackle.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown.
14 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Michigan State coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 30.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st down, it's White. Over the middle, complete. It's Perkins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Florida's punter is out there now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Young. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Accelerating, and off he goes.
You ain't nothing!
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. How about that, their quarterback? His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
It's hauled in by Ellington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The Gators now with a 1st and 10.
10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, White. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact. On time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Six yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. from 13 yards out. And Michigan State has taken the lead. Michigan State coming to the line. They'll go for two here. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
No, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got
hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Being chased out left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's first and goal, Michigan State. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The left side completion to Jones. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Flush to his right, looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's their 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown this 2nd half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them. And would they believe? To the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Here we go!
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. A short kick taken.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He's going to take and
prime time, baby.
Down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Hurricanes take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Hey, I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Forced out to his left. He can run for it. There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the University of Miami. Their offense ready to get the drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This is taken at the 18.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They run the option on 2nd down.
That's out to the left flat and complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniel. Right side catch, Gilmore. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
One last throw for Daniel. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of...
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two...
I think there's only one individual.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother.